Hello, welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylla and today's subject is feel motivated every single day. Several years ago, I discovered the power of centering my life around my passions. And I became wildly happy in the course of this as a result. I felt more inspired and motivated than ever before in my life, and it was wonderful. I have since, as you know, centered my entire business around this insight because I find it very, very important and really central to a lot of things in life. This, however, has led to some people commenting whenever I have a day where I don't quite feel it, where I just sit on the sofa and just rest or watch something silly or whatever. There are some people who kind of smirk a little bit at that, especially online. I mean, people have no inhibitions whatsoever online, right? So there have been kind of condescending comments along the lines of, oh, where's your joy and passion now? Implying, of course, that once you've found the key to happiness, that you'll always be happy and you'll feel motivated and inspired all the time. And that's why your mission today is to learn why you can't and shouldn't feel motivated every single day, and how you can still maximize your happiness. Task number 1 is motivated every single day. Nobody feels motivated every single day of their lives. It's a myth that some people are feeling great all the time. Unfortunately, it's a myth that is very widely believed, and that in turn leads to us feeling like a failure whenever we don't feel so great or we don't have the motivation even for our passions and just want to wedge out. Look, you're human. You are meant to experience the full extent, the whole range of human emotions. To me, it would be a failure if you didn't. To me, it would be a failure if you experienced just the one half of the human emotions. But even knowing this, even the insight, and most people would agree when I say this kind of thing, but even if you agree to it, it can still be a challenge to not feel like a failure whenever you feel down. So you feel bad about feeling bad, which is why I invite you to practice consciously letting yourself off the hook again and again every time it happens. Again, nobody feels motivated and inspired all the time or is happy all the time. Embrace this. It's a good thing because we all need breaks and rest as well. So listen to your need rather than judging it. Listen to your need or your needs and try to fulfill them as best you can. Task number 2 is maximize your joy and happiness. Now, we've established that you can't always be at your top game, but what you can certainly do is maximize your joy and happiness and maximize the time that you feel great. Here are 3 ways of doing just that. Plan regular downtime. I can't emphasize this enough. You can burn out even on your passions. Don't wait until you run out of breath. Plan it in advance. Plan regular time for self-care. So it's 2 things that you need to plan. Regular time for self-care, where you just look after your needs, you get a massage, you take a walk, you do something that's good for you, right? Self-care. And the other thing you need to plan regularly is time for rest, where you just don't do anything, where you either take a nap or you just, again, watch something or read a book that is not particularly, that is just a novel, or, plan that time. That's the first step. The second step is to make your passions accessible. This is funny because this is so psychological. If you're a crafter, if your passions are crafting, don't put your crafting materials in the top cupboard where you can hardly reach them. If your passion is a sport, don't put your sports equipment in the attic where you have to climb up a ladder to retrieve it every single time. Put your passion stuff, whatever it is, your camera, whatever you need, very handy so that you keep it handy so you can access it at any time and make it easy for yourself to pursue your passion. Plan the time, schedule the time, make sure that nothing gets in between you and your passion. That's the second step. And the third step is to keep your passions fresh. Everything, even the greatest passion, can get a bit tedious if it's the same thing day in, day out. You're always on your own. So try and plan learning something new, trying something new every now and then, a new technique if it's an art or a craft. or learn something new, take a course, do a workshop, reach out to others, connect with people who share the same passion, because you can inspire and motivate each other all the time. Nothing is more inspiring than finding a community around your passion. Trust me, I know from experience. So make sure to keep it fresh, so it'll always be easy to go back to it. And even if you have some phases where you don't quite feel it, you will always get back to that inspiration and motivation that you used to feel. Which brings me to task number 3, which is, as usual, let me know. Hit the reply button on the email that you got linked to this video with and tell me how you're dealing with this. Do you struggle with feeling bad about feeling bad sometimes, or do you accept that? Do you plan regular rest and breaks? How do you keep your passions fresh? Any and all of this, if you have a comment or a question or whatever, I reply to every email, I promise. If you didn't get the link to this video in an email, that means you're not part of the Wild Spirits community yet, and you must join us. Go to wildspiritscoaching.com and fill in that little form there. You'll get 1 email per week. It's 100% spam free. You get lots of extra information and articles and recommendations of books and other resources. And sometimes you get exclusive offers that are only for my subscribers that nobody else ever gets to see. So go to wildspiritscoaching.com and sign up, or you can Google Wild Spirits Coaching. That'll get you to my website as well. Thank you for watching.